Good morning, dear friends. Today we are going to discuss chapter number 5, Introduction of Euclid Geometry of class 9th. Euclid was a Greek mathematician. He used or assumed certain properties which were not to be proved. These assumptions are actually called universal truths. Okay. He divided them into two types, that one is axiom, another one is postulates. What does mean by axiom? These are the terms he used throughout the mathematics. That means in geometry as well as in mathematical calculations. And postulates, these terms is used in geometrical portions only. Only geometrical portions he used the term postulates. So we are going to see Euclid's axiom. Here in your book totally 7 axioms are given to you. These 7 axioms you have to by heart. These axioms we will use in exercise questions to solve. Okay. Things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. Suppose I am giving some example here so that you can understand this statement easily. AB which is equal to AC. That means AB line segment which is equal to AC line segment. And one more thing I am writing. Suppose here BC which is equal to AC I am writing. BC line segment which is equal to AC line segment. Here what are the two things? AB and AC. These are equal to the same thing, that is what? AC. These both the line segment are equal to the same line segment, that is AC. Therefore, we can tell that these two things are equal. AB which is equal to BC. That only the statement told you. Things which are equal to the same thing. These two things are equal to the same thing, AC. Then these things are equal to one another. Therefore, we can tell that AB equal to BC. Then the second one, if equals are added to the equal, then the whole are equal. Suppose I am taking here 5 which is equal to 5. These are equal things. Suppose I am adding equal things here, then that the whole will be equal. See? Suppose I am adding 3 both the sides. 3 is equal number. I am adding both the sides to the equal. Then it will give you what? Equals only. 5 plus 3 it is what? 8. 5 plus 3 it will give you what? 8. So, the equals are added to the equal. Then the whole are equal. Previously 5 was equal and then I added 3. These are also equal. Equals are added to the equal, then the whole are equal. So that is 8 equal to 8. Go for the third one. If equals are subtracted from the equal, suppose I am writing some equal, that is what? 5 equal to 5. I am going to subtract the equal things, then the remainders are equal. So I am subtracting the equal things. Suppose 3 I am subtracting, here also, here also. Okay. Equals are subtracted from the equal, then the remainders are equal. See, look here. 5 minus 3 is what? 2. 5 minus 3 is what? 2. Understood? That's all. Fourth axiom. Things which are coincide with one another are equal to one another. If you are taking two line segments, one is AB, another one is CD, suppose I am taking. When you keep them one upon another, each and every point of both the line segments should match with one another. Then I can tell that these two line segments are coincide with one another. Exactly match. When you keep them one upon another, each and every point of these two line segments match with one another. Then I can tell that these are coincide with one another. That's all. Fifth axiom. The whole is greater than a part. Suppose the whole, one cake I am taking for example, whole cake. In that, when you cut a part of it, see this one, this part. This is what? Always smaller than the whole. Whole is always bigger than a part. That only written. Okay. Then, things which are double of the same thing are equal to one another. Suppose here I am taking one line segment AB which is equal to 2 times of AC. One more line segment I am taking BC, that is also equal to 2 times of AC. Then I can tell that these two things AB and BC which are equal to the same thing, that is what? AC. Therefore, the things which are double of the same thing are equal to one another. Therefore, I can tell that AB which is equal to BC. Okay, you have to by heart this, all the axiom statements. This will help you in exercise questions. Here, axiom number 7. Things which are half of the same thing are equal to one another. Here the next one term is postulates. A term postulates which can be used in geometrical portions. I already told you at the introduction of this chapter. Yes, mainly these are used in geometrical portions. First one, this also you have to by heart. All the 5 postulates you have to by heart. The first statement, a straight line may be drawn any one point to any other point. If you are making a straight line, that need 2 points. Okay, the first one is A, the another one point is B. When you draw a line, that need 2 points. The first one, a straight line may be drawn any one point to another one point. From the point A to B, I made one straight line. The second one, a terminated line can be produced indefinitely. Terminated line means ended line, like line segment, we can tell that AB is a line segment. Yes, right. A terminated line can be produced indefinitely, means from that end point we can start the line, produce a line, extend a line. We can tell that produced means what? Extend. A terminated line can be extended both the sides, produced indefinitely. Okay, then go for the third one. A circle can be drawn with any center and any radius. Basically, if you have to draw a circle, that needs what? Center as well as radius. By that we can draw a circle. See, look here. One circle I made which has a center plus some radius. Suppose this is 4 centimeter. I can make the another circle also with the another center as well as with the another radius. Suppose the radius is what? 5 here. A circle can be drawn with any radius and any center. See here. Here I used one center and made one circle. The same way another one circle I made with 5 centimeter radius with any other center. Okay. Fourth one. Fourth postulate. All the right angles are equal to one another. See. Here. AB, C. Angle CAB which is equal to 90 degree. This is what? Right angle. I can make another one right angle triangle. See, look here. I can make like this. I can make, see here. Here angle B is equal to what? 90 degree. The same thing I can draw like this also. See. Here also we can tell that angle B equal to 90 degree. All the right angles are equal. All the right angles are equal to one another. Right angle means what? The measurement is what? 90 degree. So everywhere it will be equal. Fifth postulate. If a straight line falling on 2 straight lines makes the interior angle on the same side of it taken together less than 2 right angles, then the 2 straight lines, if produced indefinitely, meet on that side on which the sum of the angle is less than 2 right angles. See here, if a straight line is falling on 2 straight lines, see, 2 straight lines, suppose like this. Okay. One straight line is falling on 2 straight lines, makes the interior angle on the same side of it. See here, they will make some 2 interior angles. Okay. Same side of it. So I marked in the same side. Angle 1, angle 2. Taken together less than 2 right angles. When you add these 2 interior angles, if it is less than 2 right angle, that means less than 180 degree. Then the 2 straight lines if produced indefinitely, suppose I am producing these 2 lines. Producing means extending these 2 lines on the same side on which the sum of angle is less than 2 right angles. Suppose if we are extending these 2 lines, they will meet at a point. where the sum of two interior angle is less than 180 degree. Understands clear to you? Once again I am telling. See, look here. When you make a straight line on two straight lines, it will give you some interior angles. See, this is angle 1 and angle 2. When you add these two interior angle, sum that is less than 180 degree. When you produce the two lines on the same side, that side where the sum of two interior angle is less than 180 degree, then they will meet at a point. Okay, that only written here. That's all.